Hello, everybody. This is Matthew Brand. Thanks for tuning in to Magnum Creed. I'm going to be talking about the cornerstones of success again. Now, this time, I'm going to be talking about how they go full circle, like how one attracts another or it leads to another. For example, if you have power, which I describe as some form of influence, whether it's beauty, whether it's money, etc., strength, that tends to attract love, right? Beauty, money, strength, it attracts love. Power, if you look at any romance novel, stuff like that, I don't care what kind of new age crap that is. I'm sticking to reality, and people know this. If you have somebody who's beautiful, successful, wealthy, they attract love into their life. It's like a magnet for that. Love attracts pleasure. Big big surprise. But it's not just the hunka chunka type of pleasure. It attracts having somebody there to enjoy things with. A lot of people think things are more enjoyable when you have good friends that you love and family and a spouse or something to do it with that you enjoy. And then pleasure attracts groups. It brings you into groups. If you're enjoying yourself, if people enjoy being around you, if you're a joy in general, excuse me, people really enjoy being a part of your circle, and it puts you in a circle, gives you a sense of belonging. People approve of you more, they accept you more. That pleasure is what attracts that. And that, be in group, that belonging, that approval. Don't confuse this with love and friends. These people will be going, when you're not doing okay. But having that in, if you are familiar with people who are young, back in the day, they would say it's not who you or what you can do, is who you know, or some example of that. It's not what you know, it's who you know, or just some form of that. That's what they mean by when you say approval, being in the in crowd or knowing the right people. That gets you power. That gets you a good job for money. Being around the right people, if you've ever listened to any of those financial gurus or motivational speakers, however you want to put it, when you listen to them, you may find out that they'll tell you, you make the average income of the closest five people around you. Now, I think that's a little skewed because there's other reasons for that. Basically, if you grew up in the same income bracket, they may be your family who lives in the same income bracket. They're probably your coworkers who make around the same money as you. Big surprise. But my point is, birds of a feather do flock together. They're not completely off. It's pseudo logic, but this is all pseudo logic. The end of the story is those people, if they all work out, right? If all your close people work out, you're probably going to learn some workout things. If all of your close friends are really into food and they like to cook and do all that stuff, you might learn a couple cooking techniques while you're close. Doesn't mean it's a guarantee, but it's common for it to happen just by, osmosis, or however you want to put it. You are going to learn just by being in the general area with these people. You're going to have hookups with money and jobs just by being around them. You get stronger if you struggle, alongside a group, or by learning and bouncing off of them the knowledge, because knowledge is power too. And those are all the facets of power that attract from being in a group, having a place of belonging. Now, going into all of that, then we have to talk about, I want to go into all of these individually and how to enhance them in your life, because some people, they're doing okay with some of them, but they might be struggling with one or two. Some people are struggling with all four. So it might be, wise to say where to start at. And my idea is you should start with power, because power is the one that's easiest done alone. And it's the one that attracts the more important thing than power, which is love. In my opinion, hands down, love is way more important than power, than having money, or having good close friends and family, and a good spouse or whatever. That's way more important than having money and a nice body, because those friends and family and whatever, they'll be there when all of that goes away. And it does. It goes away. A lot of people say you can't take it with you. A lot of times it doesn't even make it that far, regardless. Now, here's the reason I say start with power, though, even though love is more important. You will get a better quality love if you have the power to take care of it. You want the power to protect and care for the ones you love when you have them. Two, it's it's biblical, believe it or not. You should establish yourself before you go find love. You don't even know sometimes you don't even know what kind of person you really are until you've been tempted with that kind of power. And you've seen it all over the news and stuff like that. If watch celebrities or whatever, you see they do some pretty shady stuff once they, get a little, their hands on a little bit too much. So the deal is, power is important. It attracts love into your life. You don't go for the thing you're looking for. You go for the thing that attracts it. Right. So if you were looking to have, be more approved, you feel like you're not having a lot of approval, you don't feel like things are going well, you might need to start enjoying yourself some more, and that stuff will come. So that's the thing. I'm going to start with power, and that's going to be the next episode when I talk about the cornerstones. I might talk about something else before that, but next time I talk about the cornerstones, it's going to be about power. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and peace.